Do you ever feel like no matter how much you do, you're still running out of time? We're told to be productive, to hustle, and to always be on the go. But what if slowing down is actually the key to a more fulfilling life? Welcome back to the slower side of life. I'm so glad you're here. This is our little corner to breathe deeper, live lighter, and find magic in the everyday. If you're new here, I'd love for you to subscribe and make this your space too. A year ago, I felt like I was constantly running out of time. No matter how much I tried to plan my days, I was always chasing the next thing, the next deadline, the next task that needed to be completed. I felt like I was running against the clock, trying to keep up with the life that never slowed down. But then something changed. I started living more slowly. I stopped rushing. And in doing so, I discovered something I had been missing all along: time for what truly matters. In today's modern world, it's incredibly easy to feel overwhelmed. The constant pressure to be productive, meet deadlines, and keep up with the fast paced rhythm of life can leave us exhausted. Slow living is not about doing nothing. It's not about lounging all day or abandoning responsibilities. Instead, slow living is about being intentional. It's about doing more of what truly matters and getting less distracted by the unnecessary noise of life. It's about finding joy in the simple things, being fully present, and creating space for peace. If you are feeling overwhelmed and constantly in a rush, here are 5 simple ways to embrace slow living and create a more meaningful, balanced life. The more we own, the more we have to manage. Both physical and mental clutter can make life feel overwhelming, draining our energy without us even realizing it. But simplifying doesn't mean getting rid of everything. It's about being intentional with what we keep. A cluttered space can create a cluttered mind, making it harder to focus and feel at ease. When we let go of things we no longer need, we make room for clarity and calm. The same goes for our time and energy. We don't have to say yes to every request or fill our schedules just to feel productive. Protecting our time allows us to be present for what truly matters. Even digital clutter plays a role. The endless stream of notifications, mindless scrolling, and comparison trap can quietly steal our peace. Setting boundaries with technology and choosing to unfollow the accounts we don't relate to can bring a surprising sense of relief. By simplifying, we're not losing anything. We're gaining more of what truly enriches our lives: peace, clarity, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. In a world that glorifies productivity, rest is often seen as luxury rather than a necessity. But without rest, we burn out. We lose energy, creativity, and even the joy of living. Slow living encourages us to create space for rest, not just physical rest, but also mental and emotional rest. This could mean setting aside time to read a book, going for a slow walk without a destination, journaling your thoughts, or simply doing nothing for a little while. Reflection is just as important. Taking time to pause and check in with yourself helps you realign with what truly matters. We live in a world where we are constantly bombarded with information, news updates, social media notifications, and endless messages. While staying connected has its benefits, too much of it can be overwhelming. Try setting boundaries with technology. Designate screen-free times, such as during meals or before bed. Take intentional breaks from social media to focus on real-life moments. Limit the number of notifications that interrupt your day. By creating space away from constant digital noise, you allow yourself to be more present and engaged in the life happening around you. Another way to embrace slow living is by making time for the things that truly bring you joy, especially hobbies. Life often feels like a cycle of responsibilities, deadlines, and to do lists. But when we carve out time for activities you truly love, everything starts to feel lighter. For me, that's been cooking and pinning. I used to think I didn't have time for them, but once I started making space for these creative outlets, I noticed a shift. Cooking became a mindful experience rather than just a task, and painting allowed me to express myself in ways word couldn't. Engaging in hobbies like these makes life feel more inspired and fulfilling. It's not about being good at them, it's about doing something that fuels your soul and brings you energy instead of draining it. Another simple yet powerful way to slow down is by creating a short, pampering ritual for yourself. Taking a little time to care for yourself isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. I love ending my day with skincare and a short yoga session after work. It helps me transition from a busy mindset to a calmer state, signaling to my body and mind that it's time to unwind. This doesn't have to be elaborate. It can be as simple as making a cup of herbal tea, lighting a candle, or spending 5 minutes stretching. When we intentionally slow down and take care of ourselves, we remind ourselves that rest is just as important as productivity. Slowing down doesn't mean doing less. It means doing what matters with more intention. When I started living more slowly, I realized I wasn't actually running out of time. I just wasn't using my time in a way that aligned with what truly mattered. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the pace of life, try slowing down. You don't have to change everything overnight. Start with one small step, because at the end of the day, life isn't about how much we do, it's about how fully we live.